Hey, good morning. It is midweek motivation. It's Wednesday, so let's get it. So, yes, first of all, I got on this awesome sweater that I love more than anything in the world. I waited since January 1st to get this sweater, and it came in, and I can't even put it in my store because it's going to sell out before this month is over. But if you want one, just send me a DM and I'll try to get it for you. So anyway, so this is the message today. Walk afraid, but use discernment. Sometimes we have to walk afraid. Many times when we set goals, there are things we don't have, or they wouldn't be goals. You're not going to set a goal of something that you already have. It's something new. It's something you don't have and probably something you've never had. So one of the things is you're not even really sure if you want it because, they say be careful what you ask for. You just may get it. Sometimes we ask for things and we realize once we get them, it's something we didn't even want. How about that? Or we don't want the responsibility that's attached to that thing. So that's another thing. So we're asking for something, or we set a goal for something we've never had, which means we have to do something we've never done. So there is a level of fear associated with it. So I know that God doesn't give us a spirit of fear and all those things, but let's face it, we're humans. We have limitations, we have shortcomings, we have flaws, and fear is one of them. Naturally, as humans, we have a level of fear, especially with new things, especially when we're not sure how things are going to turn out, especially when we're not sure if we're really going to be successful at a thing. Fear of a lot of things, of failure, fear of not being good enough for it, fear of being overwhelmed by it, fear of spending a lot of money or a lot of time or investment to get that thing. So there's a lot of things, and sometimes we just got to walk afraid. There's a lot of things. I'm working on a marketing and wellness subscription service, and that's a whole new thing. And I don't even know how to set up a subscription service. So I had to find somebody. So when I got to that point, I was like, I was stuck. I don't know how to do it. I tried. I went online. I got several different programs and I did a comparison and I tried to figure out how to do it. And then I chose one. And then, but unfortunately, due to COVID, like nobody works on the planet in an office anymore. You can't talk to anybody. Everyone has this chat feature that's very limited. It's like, if you don't fall into certain categories that, if you want some specific help, you need somebody to walk you through an issue you're having with your particular site or your particular program, you can't get that one-on-one help. You can go on YouTube and you can maybe look at videos of how to do things. But for the most part, if you have specific questions, chances are you can't get the help that you need, which that aggravates me. So then I wound up finding someone who could help me to get where I needed to go, because at that point, I didn't want to sit stagnant in that. I don't want to sit there because I don't know how to do it. That's not good enough. We got to learn how to do what we need to do to get where we need to get. So I found someone. So it's that thing, and the fear of it, having to spend the money. Is this person really capable? Is, finding new coaches. Are they really going to help me? You got to make a financial investment. You have to make a time investment. You have to do the work. Is this really going to work? I've worked with several coaches that did not help me. Several. One I'm still paying for, and it didn't help me. So, I had to get past that. I can't never have another coach. I can't never, utilize people's services because I've been burned before, because I chose the wrong people. I had to get past that. And we have to get past those hurdles. But on the same token, we have to allow God to give us the discernment. We can still pray on situations. We can still wait on them, but I wouldn't sit and do nothing, because God said he will bless what you do. He's not blessing your good intentions. He doesn't want, you to just sit and do nothing. If he gave us something, if he birthed something in us, or he put a seed in us and he wants us to birth that thing, then he doesn't want us to just sit down on it and just say, well, I'm just going to wait until God tells me that he's ready for me to move. No, we can spend time learning. We could spend time meeting with people. We could spend time doing a whole lot of things, getting prepared for that opportunity to open up. Because in some instances, you may need a certification. You may need licenses. You may need to get registered in your state. You may need to get connected with SBA. There's a whole lot of things you may need to do in order to achieve this goal. So it's not just about sitting and waiting on a thing, because some of those things take months. Trust me. SBA, I thought they shut down because I didn't get an email back. The chat, nobody responds. There's nobody there to help you. I think it's like a ghost town. There's the Wild Wild West. It's just dirt and some cactus. It ain't nothing happening in the SBA. So, in those instances, sometimes, you got to work around things. I'm dealing with my chamber. I'm dealing with a whole lot of pieces and a whole lot of people. And I don't know, a lot of times nobody seems to care about your issue or my issue for sure. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody's trying to help. And you got to continue, it gets discouraging. And you may have a day where you're just like, am I really doing what I need to be doing? Is this really what God wants me to do? It's just not working. Maybe this is not it, and then you got to dust yourself off and get back up and try it again, because you cannot allow yourself to be stagnant. That's the bottom line. Do not allow yourself to be stagnant and sitting in your fears, sitting in your intrepidation, sitting in your, I don't know what I'm doing, sitting in confusion. God didn't give us confusion. He said, let everything be in decency and in order. And if you got too much clutter going on in your mind and too much clutter going on in your life, eliminate some things, clean some things out. That's what I had to do. I had to cut my to-do list in half. Because I'm not going to be sitting up till 1 o'clock in the morning every day trying to hurry up and get all this stuff done. For what? I can't sit on everybody's meetings. No, I can't be on everybody's Zoom calls. No, I got my own list over here. I got things that I need to do, because don't nobody care when my bills are due. So I got to care. I got to care about how I'm going to move my business to the next level. I got to care about how my sales are growing. I got to care about this stuff. And if nobody else cares, I got to care about it. So work your plan, and if you don't have a good plan, or if your plan's not working, or if it's a weak plan, or if you knew from the gate you didn't take enough time to put it together, then do that. Maybe get you a mentor. SCORE mentors are free. Now, you're going to have limited service with them. But if you don't have a budget, and I can tell you that can't afford it is so relative, because the same person who says they can't afford my $25 shirt will turn around and spend $300 on a weave. The same person, so I think that it's all relative. So it's really not that you can't afford it. It's that you don't see the value in it. And that's okay if you don't, because then that means I haven't convinced you of the value. I haven't shown you the value in this product. So that's okay. So in terms of getting a mentor and having to pay for it, that just means you didn't see the value in it, because you'll take that same money and you'll have it for a pair of shoes. You'll take that same money and you'll spend it on whatever you want to spend it on. So it's just about, what do you feel is valuable? What do you feel is a priority in your life? What do you feel is going to work to get you to that next level? So that's your decision. It's your life. But I would say that when you run into a situation when you're fearful of a thing, walk through it anyway. Because God's got you. He's not letting you walk by yourself. He's not going to let you fail. He's not going to let you fall. I mean, we fail at a lot of things because failure is a part of the process. So understand that. The road from now to the success, and that might be 3 years from now. Don't think, I'm going to be jamming by August. I'm going to be rich. No. This process could be years, or it will be years. However, you're going to have a lot of failures in the process. You're going to have many successes and many failures. Some big successes. Sometimes you're going to leap through hurdles. God's going to put somebody in your path that's going to pull you up about 10 steps and you wasn't even ready for it. And now you're going to be on a different level. But then you're also going to make some decisions that are not going to be so good. And we're going to have to suck that up too. Learn from it and keep it moving. Don't sit in your sulking and don't allow yourself to think of yourself as a failure. I've done that many, many, many times. Many times. Don't allow yourself, just because you failed at certain things, don't mean that you're a failure. Those are two different things. And you have to fail because you have to learn. And if you look at anybody who's successful, anybody, they could tell you dozens of times. They can't even count how many messed up things that they've done, how many failures that they've had, because that's a part of the process. You start learning what not to do. You start learning what doesn't work. And that's just as valuable as learning what does work, because you got to try some things. That means you took some risk and they didn't all work out, and it's okay. You can bounce back and you can recover from it. You can be resilient and you can keep it moving. So do those things. Walk fearful. Walk in the fear. Walk anyway. Keep walking. Keep meeting new people. Keep learning from people. Find somebody who's doing what you want to do and they're doing it well. And ask them, because people are okay giving you advice. Sometimes people will give you advice and they won't charge you for it. Sometimes people will tell you their story for free. Sometimes they will give you a recommendation and they'll tell you somebody to call, or they'll tell you somewhere, a class or something that you can take that they've done that worked for them. Sometimes they can help you to get a couple of steps ahead. Some people are willing. There are a lot of people that are not willing, and that's okay too. You'll learn who your friends are, who's in your corner, who you can put on your team, who you can collaborate with. You'll learn those things too along the way. But some people are willing to take a moment to explain to you what to do and what not to do and give you some advice. And you can take it or you can leave it, but you can get a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff out here. There's people that put stuff on YouTube every single day. There's Facebook Lives. If you go in and watch and you search certain topics, you can find certain things. You can look on Reddit. You can look on a lot of places. You can Google certain things, and sometimes videos come up. People are talking about their experiences and what they've done and what worked for them and what didn't work for them. And you sit on down here with your good pad and your pen and you write down these notes and the things that you need to learn, and get a plan for today. What do you need to learn today? What is it that you need? My phone was ringing and I don't know if that cut me off. But anyway, I'm out of here. So I just wanted to say that because that was kind of pressing for me. That in order to make progress in your life, you need to move forward anyway in your fear and have discernment, because not everybody who's talking is valuable information. You can't trust your life and yourself in everybody. You have to be cautious about who you allow to speak into your life. Not everybody gets the privilege of speaking into your life. And make sure that you have that discernment. You try the spirit by the spirit. Sometimes you meet somebody, you could be at the supermarket online and you just wind up talking to this person for 30 minutes that you've never met. Y'all have something in common. They seem like such a sweet person. And y'all are sharing certain information just right there. I don't care if it's about dog food. Y'all got a connection and y'all are talking. Y'all are vibing. And so you can tell those things. And when you see something is wrong, when your intuition tells you that, listen to it. When your intuition is like, something is not right about this, back up. It's okay. You don't have to jump into anything. Don't let people push you into decisions, because you can take your time with a thing, especially if you're spending your money, especially if you're collaborating with people on business, because these are long-term decisions that you're making. And so don't allow people to keep nudging you and you ready? And when people give me, I know in business they teach us that we should give it's called I can't even think of the name of it. But it's like, it's going to run out. It's not going to last. So I would send out an email and I would say, I'm having a sale up until 11:59 today. So it gives a sense of urgency, right? So it's not like it's a sale that's going on for 2 weeks. The goal is to make you buy today. So I know that people have all these different types of tactics and, this expires today. And if you don't do it today, you're never going to get it again. And a lot of times, there's a know, like, and trust factor. So people buy from you when they know you, when they like you, and when they trust you. And I don't care how great this deal sounds. And if it expires in the next hour, if people don't know you, they're not going to buy it. If they don't like you, if they don't trust you. So don't let people nudge you and push you into something that you're not comfortable with yet. If you're not comfortable with it, then let them go head on with their sale, close the window and keep it moving. And you'll catch the next window if it opens again or whatever, or the next opportunity. But be comfortable in the decisions that you make. Stop, don't let people rush you and push you, because something's wrong right there. And if you have questions that you want answered, then get your questions answered first. And if they can't answer your questions and they can't take time with you, then maybe that's not the people you need to be doing business with. Because you need what you need, and so for me, I need what I need. I'm a girl of a million questions. It's terrible, but I have so many questions all the time, and I want answers. And if you can't take time to answer my question, then keep it moving. Go deal with somebody else, because I want that moment. I want that time. I want, especially if it's a significant amount of money. If it's not insignificant, then, I can kind of maybe read the reviews or whatever. But I want questions answered, So do what you got to do. Feel comfortable in what you're doing. But on the same token, if you're treading out into new territory and you're a little nervous about it, keep walking, keep doing it. Because it's about the habit, forming a habit, and eventually you will reach your goal. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let people distract you, because people will do that. There's a lot of distractions, especially social media. There's nothing but distractions. So, stay on your grind, stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize, walk fearfully anyway, just walk through it, but allow God to allow you to use your discernment in certain situations. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Hi, Miss Selena. How are you? I miss you. Hopefully see you soon. Okay, talk to you later. You have a great day.